You know the feeling, right? You're just sitting there, maybe in a quiet room, minding your own business, and then, all of a sudden, hic! There it is. That weird, sudden jolt that comes out of absolutely nowhere. And just when you think you're in the clear, hic! It happens again. You're just kind of stuck there, wondering.
I mean, seriously, what is your body doing? Why is this happening now? And don't even get me started on all the bizarre cures people suggest. Well, today we are going to pull back the curtain on this super common and, let's be honest, super annoying little mystery.
So let's get right to it. It's time to finally understand that annoying hic and figure out one of the body's weirdest little quirks.
So what is actually physically happening when you hiccup? Well, you can think of it as a little glitch, a temporary misfire in the system that runs your breathing. To really get what that glitch is, you need to meet the main player in this whole drama, your diaphragm. It's this big, dome-shaped muscle that sits right under your lungs. Its entire job, all day, every day, is to move nice and smoothly, pulling air in and pushing air out. It's basically the engine that powers your every breath.
But when you get a hiccup, that smooth, steady rhythm gets totally hijacked. First, your diaphragm just spazzes out. It contracts suddenly and without your permission. It pulls down really hard and fast. And in response, and this is the key part, your vocal cords slam shut. That sudden closing off of your windpipe is what makes that classic, unmistakable hic sound.
So what's causing all this chaos? It's all part of something called the hiccup reflex arc. Now that sounds complicated, but just think of it like a faulty electrical circuit. It's a pathway that connects your brain to your diaphragm using a couple of major nerves, the phrenic and vagus nerves. When something along that path gets irritated, it zaps a bad signal and bam, you get that spasm.
So that leads to the obvious next question, right? What's doing the irritating? Why does this glitch even happen to begin with? Well, as it turns out, there are a whole bunch of really common triggers.
First on the list, eating too fast. I mean, we've all done it. When you're rushing through a meal, you're not just swallowing your food, you're also gulping down a ton of air. That extra air can really bother your diaphragm and those nerves, kicking off the whole hiccup cycle.
Next up, those fizzy drinks we all love. All that carbonation, all those bubbles, they release gas inside your stomach. And a stomach full of gas starts to expand and push upwards right against the bottom of your diaphragm, causing it to, you guessed it, spasm.
Sudden temperature changes can do it too. Think about eating something really hot, like soup, and then immediately taking a big gulp of ice-cold water. That rapid shift in temperature can basically short-circuit the nerve signals in that area and trigger the hiccup reflex.
And get this, your feelings can actually give you hiccups. Yep, a sudden shock, a big burst of excitement, or even just being really stressed out can send your nervous system into overdrive, and sometimes that results in a bout of hiccups. And finally, much like with fizzy drinks, simply eating too much can be a trigger. When your stomach is super full, it expands and puts a lot of pressure on the diaphragm from below, which is a perfect recipe for those annoying spasms. Okay, so now we know what they are and what causes them. Let's get to the most important question of all. How in the world do you make them stop? It's time to separate the facts from the fiction.
But hold on, before we dive into the cures, a very quick but very important heads up. Most hiccups are totally harmless, they just go away. But if you find yourself stuck with them for more than 2 full days, we're talking 48 hours, it's probably a good idea to give your doctor a call just to make sure it isn't a sign of something else going on.
All right, let's look at the popular cures. What about holding your breath? That's a fact. It works because it increases the carbon dioxide in your blood, which can help reset the diaphragm's rhythm. Slowly sipping water? Also a fact. The act of swallowing can calm those irritated nerves. Pulling your knees to your chest? Yep, that's a fact too. It physically puts pressure on your diaphragm to stop it from spasming. And getting scared? It sounds ridiculous, but it's a fact. A sudden shock can actually interrupt and break that hiccup reflex arc. But what about drinking water upside down? Well, that one is pretty much a myth. There's no real science behind it, though I guess just the distraction of trying to do it might work by pure chance.
So before we wrap this up, let's take a quick look at some of the truly strange and fascinating facts from the wide world of hiccups.
Okay, prepare yourself for this number. The world record for the longest case of hiccups belongs to a man named Charles Osborne. He hiccuped pretty much nonstop for 68 years. That's right, from 1922 all the way to 1990. I can't even begin to imagine that.
And the weirdness doesn't stop there. Did you know that babies hiccup in the womb way before they've even taken their first breath? And it's not just us. Animals like cats and dogs get hiccups too. But maybe the strangest fact of all is that after all this time, scientists still don't have a solid answer for the evolutionary reason we hiccup in the first place. It remains a mystery.
So, the next time a case of the hiccup strikes, you'll know exactly what's going on inside your body. It's just a temporary little glitch in your breathing system. And that leaves me with just one final question for you. What's your go-to hiccup cure? The one you swear by every single time?